settling with you. I have girlfriends in marriages right now who have settled with the nice, safe, secure guy we weren't all that attracted to. We didn't really want that much. We didn't have any chemistry with. We had meh sex with because we had to. Because the guy we actually felt passion and chemistry for doesn't want us or makes us so emotionally unhinged and erratic that we can't look ourselves in the mirror anymore. Normally, those guys that we settle for don't make it happen. To us, it's like, well, damn, if you're putting up with it, okay, cool. If you're still here, cool. When you want to go, that's fine. But in the meantime, I got no one else. You're here to give it. Cool. I accept. But my God, I see how pathetic you are, and I will definitely use that to my advantage. We'd leave you in a heartbeat if someone better came along.
Yeah, guys, so that's another reason why most men are not getting married. That's another reason why most men are staying single. A vast majority, a good majority of men don't know about it. A good majority of men don't know about this. They just think that when you meet a woman and she wants to get married to you, it means that you are the guy. No, you're not. Most of the time, the guy they really want is not settling with them. The guy they really want don't want them. Because you have to understand this. Somebody said it quite well. Most women want two things: more and something else. Most women want two things: more and something else. So what that means is that most of the case, most women, they want the man that don't want them. They want the man that they can't have. Okay, so when you want a man you can't have, that is more. So they have a guy who is willing to do everything for them, but they will prefer that guy that doesn't want them because he's high up there, because they want to compete with their friends. They are looking for the guy who is a top tier guy, and that guy doesn't want them. The guy may want them for a one night stand. The guy may want them for just a short fling. The guy may want them for several doses of sex. And that's it. The guy doesn't want them for anything long term, like marriage, like having kids with them, like creating a family. The guy doesn't want them for that. Because there are other more beautiful girls that guy wants based on his sexual marketplace value. Now, sexual marketplace value just goes to define things like his level of handsomeness, his level of finance, his level of impact in the world, his fame, and other things that women value in men. So the more the sexual marketplace value of the guy, the more he is sought after in the dating market. And so it's hard for him to give up all of that to settle with a woman of lower sexual marketplace value. But guess what? Every woman, whether she's a 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, wants a man that's 10 out of 10. And remember, I said they want something else and more. They want more and something else. So more is the guy that doesn't want them. So they want a guy that's several notches above them in terms of sexual marketplace value. So they want more. Now, when they get more, let's imagine that by chance they get more. When they get more, they want something different. Remember, I said they want more and different. So even when they get more, they luckily get more, they want different. So they get a very handsome man, Prince Charming. They get James Bond. He's very charismatic, he's very rich, he's very handsome. Now they want different. They want another different James Bond. They want another James Bond. So at some point you can never satisfy them, no matter what you do. There are women like that. They live in this social media fairy tale that they have built in their mind, and they're never satisfied. And so men have understood this, and they are saying, you know what? There is no need to get married. There is no need to have a long-term girlfriend. It's better just to be single, hook up with girls, sleep with them, let them go, smash and dash. That's what some guys are doing, and I can't blame them for that. I blame the women. So for the wise guys, men who are wise, they look at it and they say, you know what, I'm playing a game that I'm gonna lose, because I'm gonna settle with this woman. She doesn't even like me. She's getting married to me because she has not found someone better. I'm just a placeholder boyfriend or placeholder husband. I know that when the right guy comes someday, she's gonna leave me. So guys look at that and say, you know what, fuck it, I'll just stay alone. I'll just be alone. Because think about it this way. If you stay single, you're winning as a man. Because think about it this way. When this woman who is trying to settle with you, when this woman who doesn't really like you come across you, and she will pretend as if she likes you just so that you can get married to her. So if you're a wise guy and you know that all of this is happening, and you know that you are probably not her first choice, initially in the days when a woman wants to lock you down, she's gonna show you her best behavior. And for the wise guys, they will just profit from that best behavior, get the best sex from the woman, because they know that after they tie the knot, the sex is gonna go down, because she doesn't really like them. So the wise guys is gonna say, you know what, I'm just gonna take advantage of that good sex, good behavior, because I know that when I get married to her, she will never be the same. She is sending her representative. The real her is hidden behind the curtains. When I get married to her, she's gonna unveil her real self. So wise guys will just take advantage of that period, that honeymoon period, and take advantage of that, and then you know what, and then he will never commit. Because guys are getting wiser, girls. Ladies, you need to understand that guys are getting wiser. So if you want to stick with your fairy tale guy, the man you've made up in your head, that man that some of the time doesn't even exist, it's all your problem. So let me tell you this, there are women who have a long list of the ideal guy they want to get married to. And in some cases, let's just label that man Superman. So you have Superman, you have James Bond, and you have the placeholder guy. Now, the placeholder guy is the guy she's just with, just for the time being. James Bond is the guy who is charismatic, dresses well, knows how to talk in public, has charisma, is respected by his peers, is sought after by many other women. That's James Bond. Superman doesn't even exist. The only place Superman exists is in her head. She has created Superman with a long list. Oh, he needs to be tall, handsome, and he needs to have a lot of money. He needs to be a multi-millionaire, but he will stick to me alone. He will be committed to me. He will never cheat on me. But there will be all of these women who want him. There will be all of these women who are ready to rip off their clothes in front of him just to give him free sex. But he's gonna turn down all of that. He's just gonna stick with me. Even though he's extremely handsome, even though he's extremely filthy rich, even though he can travel to 10 countries in 1 week, all of that, he will never cheat on me. He will just commit and be faithful only to me. That's the fairy tale. That is Superman. Superman only lives in their head. And that is why they stay single. And men are catching up to that. Men are understanding that with this kind of women, you cannot save them. With this kind of women, you cannot win. Because when you get married to her, she's going to resent you. She's going to hate you, because every day she's going to look at you. She's going to look at your fat tummy. She's going to say, you know what? Damn, why did I get married to this guy? I can do better. Again, in her head, she can do better. She's a 4 out of 10, but she thinks that she can do better. And she's looking at her husband and said, God, who got me into this? I was thinking that by now I would have had Superman. Superman would have fallen on my laps. Guess what? It never happens. And they stick with this fairy tale of Superman in their heads, and they resent their husband. Everything the husband does to them, they are never happy. They are always complaining. They are always sad. The husband is asking, honey, what's the problem? I don't know. You never care about me. You never do this. Because they are angry with you. When they look at you, you turn them off. When they look at you, you make them angry. When they look at you, they are thinking that they settle. Meanwhile, you are the one who settled for them. If you were wise, you would have stayed alone. If you were wise, you would have said, you know what, fuck it. I know that she has had a lot of guys before me, and there's a very high probability that because she has had so many guys before me, those guys did not want to settle with her. And I'm very sure that her first choice is among all of those guys. And so the probability that I'm my best or first choice is very, very low. So most probably I'm not her best. And so why should I mess up my life? Why should I commit to someone who is never, ever, ever, ever be happy? Who is never, ever gonna treat me like a king? Because she thinks that I'm not a king. In her mind, she thinks that the king is out there. The king is in her head. Superman. And even when she gets James Bond is just gonna sleep with her for one night. Again, remember, James Bond is a charismatic top level guy. He's also rich. He's the kind of man that most women want. Most women will even die for. But guess what? He himself is not even enough, because there's Superman that's above him. Superman is James Bond times 10. Is James Bond that's only gonna commit to her. Is James Bond that's never gonna cheat on her. But it's James Bond that 1,000 or 1 million women want to be like. Imagine, you know, this guy that was popular, like, I forgot his name, but the actor with brown eyes, is it Aaron Prince? I forgot his name. Whether it's Aaron Prince or Aaron Price, I don't know. But imagine, even that guy is not even is almost at the level of Superman. But again, think of Superman as being above that guy, richer than that guy, more handsome than that guy, has six-pack, all of that. But she thinks that that guy is gonna commit to her, is gonna be faithful to her. That guy is gonna turn down all of his options. He's just gonna come to her, and she's a 6 out of 10. That is the craziness that women carry in their mind. And that's why some of them will die alone. And most men who don't know this, know it today. Know that there are women who carry this fantasy in their minds. And be careful when you come across women and you want to propose to them, and you want to get married to them, just like that, without knowing them. I'll advise you to stay for at least 3 to 5 years, so that you can see the red flag. At some point, she's gonna get tired and she's gonna drop all of the act. She's gonna say, you know what, fuck it. This is my real self. She's gonna unveil her real self. And you're gonna know that this is who you're dealing with. She doesn't really like you. She just wanted you to commit to her and get married to her, so that she can spend the rest of her life hating you, blaming you for all of her problems. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.